So, Kevin Boothby, presumably the happiest man in ground racing after last night's announcement from the government.
Yeah, it was most welcome, Floyd, to be fair. I mean, since I've been at Toast, the last 15 months has been doom and gloom and hard work. We lost a lot of money as a business. But we're always concentrating on what we want to do and obviously, make a big success of Toaster going forward. So it was great news. One, we can start having people back in and get owners back in, which is really important, and getting the public back in from May the 17th. But the big news for us is obviously we can, stage the Derby final on July the 10th with a capacity crowd, which is absolutely fantastic news for us. And we can really put a show on and give everybody out there, something to be proud of.
Yeah, I mean, given the timing and given, I think there's a general feeling now that people are going to go a little bit berserk in terms of getting out after sort of 15 months of not being able to. You could actually have a very, very good summer, couldn't you?
Yeah, but no, I look. The main thing is it's. I think the prize money structure, what we put in, and I was keen to make sure it's worth 175 grand to the winner. Do you know what I mean? So I think we're having the biggest race in the country and the most money available to win a race. It's going to make such a great spectacle. We're going to have 192 top class greyhounds turn up at Toaster the first week in June. It makes for an exciting 5 or 6 weeks. It really does. And the way we reshaped the track, and I mean, Dave Clark, I see one of his interviews the other night. The thing what stands out now at Toaster, the back straight is so long. These
Yeah.
dogs are going to take off down the back. It's going to be such an exciting derby this year. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. And it'd be so nice to see thousands of people at Toaster that 10th of July, and we will put a proper show on for them.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been anywhere in terms of the derby quite like Toes. It has an atmosphere. I mean, having been to White City and Wimbledon and seen it in both, um, Nottingham as well. But Toaster, it has a unique feeling of it entirely of its own, doesn't it, in the summer?
Yeah, I mean, I've only ever been to Toaster for one of the early rounds of the derby with one of my dogs, with Kelly and Jason. So I never attended the final. I mean, every time people speak to me about the last derby they had there, they said it was absolutely amazing. It's 5,500 people there. The atmosphere was top notch, and the racing was top notch. So again, that's something we've got to emulate, and I'm sure we're up to that challenge.
And in terms of you're now taking the bookings for the accommodation. How much accommodation will you have available on site?
On site, because a lot of it's obviously we've got to go for planning permission with the council. There's going to be so many pods on there. We've got these bunk cabin village. There'll be loads of tents there to book. So yeah, altogether we reckon about 2,000 people we can house on site, which is
Yeah.
fantastic for the weekend. And that's really important to us now. We've been given that sort of, hopefully all restrictions will be lifted and we can actually have 2,000 people on site and hopefully 6,000 people attending that night. I mean, it's going to be one hell of a spectacular night. I can't wait. I really can.
And you're confident in terms of planning permission, everything will be through in time?
Well, with the planning, we're okay for what we're doing. We're going to commit to like June and July with a lot of this stuff. I mean, obviously, we've got the Silverstone weekend and we're going to do a lot of camping for Silverstone itself. So we need 2,000 pitches available for people on the 16th to the 18th of July for the Silverstone weekend. So we're booking all our accommodation for the whole of June and the whole of July. We've also got things like classic car shows going on, Toast Food Festival, and various other things we've got going on anyway. So,
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward that hopefully we can introduce a lot of new people into this sport and we'll give them a right good show. And the English Ground Derby, it don't come no better than that, Floyd.
No, not at all, not at all.
And it's so nice as well hearing watching some of your Zoom calls and that, and listening to some of the trainers, they're talking about Toaster. That is so nice. These trainers supporting Toaster. Because we have done a lot of work there. We spent a lot of time and money sorting the track out, and we sorted it. The track is very, very good, and it's going to make for a spectacular derby.
I certainly, if you look at the Blue Ribbon final, it was a quality final, won by a quality dog, wasn't it?
And for me, the Blue Ribbon final typifies what we've done at the track. I mean, Clara Lyons come out fourth.
Yeah.
No, the old Toaster would Mark's dog had held on and won because he's always on the turn. But the difference with our track now, because it's a long back straight, Clara Lyon got going down the back straight, and he's got the inside of Cullermany Kaiser. So that was a big key to that race. So because we've changed the track now, you don't have to lead to win at Toaster. So I mean, every week it's look, a lot of tracks you need to lead to win, but a Toaster you can come from behind.
Yeah, it certainly, looking at it, it seems to suit a strong dog. I mean, if you look at uh, the track record, Sparta Master, he's a tough 500-meter dog, and it certainly seems
Oh,
to
well,
suit
he's an
that, doesn't
excellent
it?
dog. When he gets on the bunny, Spartan Masters as fast as they come.
Yeah,
I mean, the other thing we'll be keen to do as well. Obviously, we can get cracked on with stuff now. I mean, like the outer fencing and various other things. We are looking at getting in a couple of different distances. A shorter 4-bend trip, maybe 470, 475,
mm.
and a shorter 6-bend trip. Because one thing with Tyson now, it is a tough old 500. So if we can get another couple of sets of traps in, which we've already got, we can do a 475 and probably a 650, 640,
Yeah,
which makes a big difference because that is a big old test round there now. And as you saw with the marathon the other week, we were firmed and Iams of Royal and my little girl, she come third. That was a cracking race and a proper test. Do you know what I mean? So we've got a lot of big plans for Taurus this year, and I'm really looking forward to, getting cracked on with it now, Floyd, to be fair.
how close are you to being able to announce your in additional Category 1 races?
Very shortly. I mean, I'm hoping that sometime this week, to be fair, I need to chase up with Nathan. He's been speaking with the Open Race Planning Committee, but obviously we've got 9 Cat 1s we want to announce and get cracked on with them and give all the owners out there opportunity to go buy dogs and trainers to plan the dogs they've got in the kennels already with the year ahead. So, it's really exciting, all the Cat 1s we've got. And I will say, as regards to Friday and Saturdays, we'll probably start them in May as well. So we'll go 4 meetings a week at Toast, I'll say come May, which again will help all the trainers who supported us, and they've had it tough, our trainers. Living off 1 meeting a week, it'd been no good for nobody. So fair play to all the trainers who supported me, all the Grady strength. And from May, we'll have 4 meetings a week there from.
You've got quite a significant waiting list, haven't you, of people waiting to join?
We've got a massive waiting list, and that's why we've been keen not to take people on because we've got too many dogs as it is now. And we had our trial session last week. We had 75 trials. It's staggering how many trials we have a week at Toaster. So the good thing is now, going forward in the next 2 or 3 months, we can get everybody racing regular and enjoying Toaster for what it is.
Brilliant. Kevin, I'm really happy for you. So I think the whole industry is sort of smiling today. So best of luck with that.
Thanks a lot, Floyd. I love the picture as well.